It's the #1 spice in the Caribbean, they say. Used in Jamaican jerky, seasoning, pickling ingredient in commercial sausage, stews, meats, used in desserts in the U.S. and in Chile. So that way you know. It's good to know these things because then you know you buy these seasonings. You say, I wonder what I can use this one for. What can I play around with my cooking? You know, to add on flavor. I was supposed to go out for a walk today, but I'm giving it a little break. I mean, I'm still gonna go out, walk around, do something, but you know, I was hurting for it. You know, I did a lot. You know, I've been walking a lot, and if you used to see the scars that I have on my knees from my surgery, like many people who've had surgery, not to brag, we've all like, there's a lot of people that have knee surgeries and stuff. God bless the ones that have full replacement, because I only had partial, but thank God, knock on wood, I'm okay. And I pray for everybody else. My heart is there. You know, I send you healing. You know, from me to you, healing. May the power of God heal you. You know, okay, we got the cinnamon. Everybody knows what cinnamon, you know, it's an aromatic condiment. So you use it for sweet and savory breakfast cereal, snacks, tea, for tea also, and traditional foods. We use it, well, the Latin culture, a lot of them use it for arroz dulce, which is the sweet rice pudding. We put that when we cook it, and we put raisins. Oh, so good. I know how to make that thing. I follow a recipe. Goya, I followed your recipe, and it came out so good. Oh my God. You use it for tea. You can put a cinnamon stick in your coffee or your tea. If you ever try it, it's really good. I don't know if my brothers and sisters tried it. Rice flour. My mother used to make that. Rice flour is very thin flour from rice. And what you do is you cook it, you mix it with milk. It could be skim milk, that whatever milk. You mix it in the milk first. I don't know, not too much, because it as you stir it while it's cooking, because you got to keep stirring it while it's cooking on low flame. You can add a little sugar, you can add a little honey, you can leave it alone and just add the cinnamon. I add a little sugar and I keep stirring it. It's like cream. It comes out like a cream breakfast cereal. Like your I forget what they call it. But it comes out cream, like creamy. You put it on a flat plate. You pour it on there once it's creamy. Don't let it get chunky and everything. Once it gets creamy, you put it on a plate. You add cinnamon powder. You put a cinnamon stick on there. Oh my God, it's a great breakfast. My mother used to make that for us when we were kids. Rice cereal, rice flour. Go to the Goya section, rice flour. Okay, it's really good, especially in the winter time for your kids. Just don't put too much sugar. You know, you can even put honey. You know, and matter of fact, talking about honey, I have to, excuse me. This is organic blue agave, whatever. I forget. I don't know how to pronounce it. My son's girlfriend, Nicole. Hey, Nicole. She mentioned this honey, and I went and got it. And it's naturally low glycemic index sweetener. It's thinner than your regular honey in consistency. It's sweeter to me. I don't know. So put very little. It's really good. It's organic. Hey. And I use this for my teas. And you can use it cream cheese instead of jelly. Put cream cheese in this honey. Oh, really good. Um, you know, different things. You can add it as a sweetener to your cereals instead of having sugar. Um, all right, paprika is another spice. Let me get that. This is paprika. Okay? It's like a reddish, it looks like chili, but it's a reddish powder. Now, paprika is a ground spice, okay? And it's made from dry red fruits of the plant Capsicum annuum, called bell pepper. Sweet pepper, in other words, it's come from the sweet pepper plant. And uses seasoning and color rice, stews, soups, goulash. I used to eat goulash in Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn. Now it's called right underneath the Brooklyn Bridge, the Dumbo area. I used to work there when they used to have factories, and there was a restaurant by the river that we used to go for lunch. They would make a goulash to die for. Oh my God, it was so good. Anyway, sausages, mixed meat, and other spices. So this can be used for that. So if you want to color your chicken too, you know, like a roasted chicken, you can sprinkle that on your turkey or whatever. Gives it color, and it'll give it a little nice flavor. Okay. Basil, which is used by many. Basil, I buy the big one. Okay. It's from the mint family, so you know. Certain plants are from the mint family. So that means if it's from the mint family, you know how mint grows like a vine. It goes like crazy when you plant it in your backyard and stuff. Sometimes it gets too overwhelming. So I guess the basil, you know, probably goes the same way. So it says here, the basil you add, you know, use it fresh and add it at the last moment in cooking. Okay? Because when you're cooking, if you put it while the stuff is cooking and not at the last moment, it'll kill the flavor. You know, it'll destroy the flavor that you want of this. So you put this at the last minute to give that flavor of basil in your food. It's used in pesto sauce, soups, and other foods. And again, you play around with all your seasonings and you will make your own recipe. That's how a lot of cooks do. They play around with it. Flax seeds. 1 minute. I don't have everything on this, but I read that when you put this is like really hard, little tiny, it looks like sesame seed. It's more than that. They're little tiny seed. I don't know if you can see it, but they're very tiny. Very tiny. Anyway, you add this to your cereal. It's supposed to help fight fat. It's supposed to help, like, cleanse you. Not like in a I gotta go to the bathroom now thing, but it's supposed to help you. Look it up. Look up flaxseed. If you have a problem, again, with your digestive system, I forget what they call it, some people that had surgeries for it. They can't have anything with seeds. Don't do it. Okay? And again, don't hold me on what I'm talking about right now with all these things, because you have to do your own research too. Parsley, of course, is a flowering plant. They use this for potato dishes, like your potato salad or whatever. You can put this, I put it on my chicken, on my meats. It gives it a nice flavor. You have, I don't know if you know this, annatto. Achote, we call it. Achota, we call it in the Spanish culture. It is a seed, okay, that when you put it in hot oil, it releases a red coloring used for adding to food, like our dish of pasteles, our Spanish banana patties. When we take a hand grinder and grind all the green plantains and bananas, mix it in a big bowl, put our flavoring in it. This is one of the things we do. We put the oil of the achote on there to give it a color to the banana paste before we prepare our patty and put our meat in it and wrap it up and so on. Annatto, the achote plant, if you look it up, people back in the day, the Indians used to use that to do the warrior, the Indian art on their skin. So it was used like a tattoo ink. So it's an ink style. It's a condiment that is red color, and it's used in rice also to color your rice, Spanish rice. So you take a little bit. You have to strain it once the ink comes out into the oil. You strain it. Just put a little bit in oil when you're making rice. Like let's say rice with peas, Spanish style. You take a little bit of oil, put it in the pan, put a few pieces of the achote annatto seed, let it color, then strain that oil into another pan that you have the rice in, mix it, it gives it a nice yellow color. Okay. Anyway, we have whole cloves. You can use them for tea. You can use them for dishes, sweet dishes, desserts. We use it also for the rice pudding. We use it for different desserts in the Spanish culture. You can put them in the ham when you bake a ham. Put them all over the ham with the pineapple and the cloves, and you put them inside the ham, and use it as a marinade. They use them in curries. They use them as they use them in the apples and the fruits, the pears, rhubarb, for hot beverages, pumpkin pie spice, and like I said, arroz con leche, which is like the Spanish rice pudding. I brought let's see here. Now the other seasonings I use is onion powder. I use a lot of the garlic powder and stuff. And again, your seasonings, that's it for the seasonings. Your seasonings, play around with them. They give flavor to your food. Half of the time you think, oh, it doesn't have salt, I won't have flavor. You'd be surprised that with all these things, especially, coriander gives a good flavor. You don't even need salt when you do the chicken and coriander. A lot of these spices do give flavor. I was a salt fanatic. I still use a little salt sometimes, but I was like really, into salt. So, and I'm glad I changed that. I'm more conscious of what I'm cooking. I'm cooking not only for me, I'm cooking for my better half. Trying to, work to getting us both healthy. This is, excuse the light in this, the kitchen thing. Oh. Anyway, this is a thing that I brought. I'm not promoting it.